I'ma soon forget. So far between the lines, I'ma write a new set, a new beginning. Reflecting on the times that were that hard. I've fallen down many times, but I got mad hard.
Hey YouTube, we're back. Getting ready to put in a little bit of work finally. Feeling really decent. I'm not gonna say 100%, but feeling really good, pretty strong. Now I got to get back into the swing of things. It's been a while. Nice little journey from the back surgery and all. Taking care of a few things here at home. I'm back to work. I put in a full week's of work in last week. Had this weekend off for my son's birthday. So now we are getting ready to get this roof done on the 77 Monte Carlo. My 87 Monte SS is decent. It's running, it's driving. The paint needs paint. The body is bad. It's not rusted, no rust anywhere on the car. It's just hail dents. So that's going to come at a later date. I'm not worried about that car right now. As long as it's running, driving, the music's installed, AC works super great. I want to drive it and enjoy it. Post up at a few shows. I don't care about the paint. Everything else they can look at. I don't care. I just want to enjoy it for a little while. I don't want to break it down to paint it and then have two projects sitting and waiting. That car I can at least enjoy. So let me take you around it real quick. Kids are out here enjoying themselves on this beautiful hot day. But these wheels are actually going on the 77 Monte. I just put them on here for now. They're 17x9 wire wheels. They're not Dayton's. Old school American made wheels, but they're not Dayton's. And I just put the Vogues on them. So these wheels will be going on the 77 Monte. I just put them on here for now. So everything on that car is set and ready to roll. She's drivable. Will go anywhere I want to go. So now this is where we're at. I went ahead and I'm gonna turn this fan off for a quick second. I went ahead and put the fenders back on. I'm gonna set it back on jack stands maybe, and knock out this roof because I know my tires, they're brand new, but they've been sitting for a minute. I rolled them around here and there, but I don't want no flat spots in these tires. I was gonna go ahead and plastic, get some visqueen and cover all this, some plastic and cover it all up, but it's gonna get dirty, it's gonna get dusty. I'm going to put the intake on it soon, but I might even not do that. I might even pull the motor back out, go ahead and cam it, and change the springs in it, and just probably touch it up the same color, if not the same green, and then drop it back in the car. So it won't be as hard once I take the fenders back off, because I got to do the body work on them anyways. I just put them on the car so I can line up my doors, get a decent idea of where they're going to go so I can mark everything. That way I can break it back down for the rest of the body work and paint. So the hood's still sitting over here. The fenders were over here in the corner. I just wanted to get them off of the floor, get them bolted up. I got all new hardware finally to bolt the whole front end on. All new hardware for that. So I didn't want to have to deal with all the bolts, and I did soak a lot of them in the Evaporust. It got them super clean, but some of them, the threads were just pretty much shot, wore out, rusted out, and I didn't want to go back with those same bolts. So we do have all new hardware for the front end to bolt everything down. So now I already got my fans in the window there. I'm gonna get my big fan over here and point it at the air compressor, so that way she can stay decently cool, get some good circulation on it. It's super hot out here in Texas today. Starting to get a little bit of flash rust around here from it sitting, but it's been covered up decently in here in the shop. It hasn't gone outside at all, so it's just moisture. But we're going to go ahead and knock this fiberglass down, the top layer, and on this whole side up here I had already did a spread of some filler, and I didn't like the way it came out. I didn't like that filler, so I stopped using it. It was a brand new gallon. I just didn't like it. I've used it before. I figured now try it again. It's 3M. The consistency of it is pretty decent. I like using body filler that's pretty creamy. That way it doesn't have so many pinholes. Real easy to spread. and it won't be so thick. I can lay it out, you know, 1-2 coats real thin, and I can get my body work really straight. So we're gonna go ahead and fire up the air compressor once I move the fan over there and get to doing this body work. So let's get this tripod, all the dust cleaned off of it, get it set up, and get to work. All right, YouTube, we're back. It is next few days from when I first made this first portion of the video, and man, it's just been so dang hot out here in Texas. 3-digit temps during the day and 80-90 degrees at night. Actually 90 degrees at night. So in the part where I'm at. So what I did was, I'm gonna take you over here to look at the 77 and show you what I did. Remember in the last video I did do a spread of the 3M Bondo filler, and I didn't like it, so I stopped. That's why I went ahead and stopped right here. It was right before my back surgery. I went ahead and stopped, and I knocked that down with the air file, got it all the way smooth where I want it. So let's take a look. I knocked the fiberglass down here, and this is where the Bondo was, right here, from that back corner all the way to here. So she's knocked all the way down now. Nice and smooth, nice and flat where I want it. So that's what we got. She's looking really, really nice. I like the shape. I just don't like the way it sands. I don't like the way it spreads, and I don't like the way it sands. So now we're gonna go ahead and come back, and we're gonna knock all this down a little bit more, and then clean up all my edges where it started to flash rust a little bit. And then we're gonna go ahead and spread the whole roof again all the way around. And we're gonna spread this as well, right here on this side where I welded that plate in there. Where normally they put lead in. I don't know how to lead. I've always wanted to learn, but at this point in my life now, I ain't gonna say I'm a little too old for it now, but you always learn new things every day. But I just don't want to do it to this car. So I went ahead and welded that piece of steel in there, got it all situated. Now she's filled in. So we're gonna go ahead and start getting this body work finished and knocked out on this roof. That way I can go ahead and start priming everything. I want to get this locked in with some good primer, and then on the bottom side I want to hit it with some of the epoxy primer. That way it seals up all my metal underneath, all my welds. And man, I don't know, I'm having mixed feelings about this color. I've seen a couple other colors that I really I love, man, and I might change it. I may not, but if I do, then we're gonna go ahead and pull the motor back out. I'm gonna go ahead and, since I'll have it out, I'm gonna cam it and put some new springs in it, in the heads and seals, and pretty much probably repaint the block as well. So it's gonna be some changes done if I change this color. If not, then all we're gonna do is line everything up, get all the gaps correct, start knocking out this body work, and we're gonna get her done. So at this point I am gonna knock out this roof, get all the body work done. I'm not gonna make it on a whole nother video of me just sanding and spreading, sanding, spreading. So my next video coming up, we'll have this done and primered and from that point, then we'll go ahead and start showing you the rest of the body work on the rest of the car. So for now, I'm gonna quit on this for a quick second. I got to get back on my on the SS, and what I want to do is, just the other day, my speedometer stopped working. I don't know if I told y'all the backstory on this car. It sat 15 plus years. The previous owners that had it, they tried working on it, they tried getting it running, they caught it on fire on this side, so all the wiring was jacked up. I pulled all the computer stuff out, pulled the motor back out, didn't know if it ran, didn't know if it was cracked block or anything. Went ahead and cleaned it up, dropped it back in, it wasn't locked up, put on new water pump, new fuel pump, new carburetor, went through it, not internally, but everything under the hood is brand new. All the suspension except for the trailing arms in the back, I haven't swapped out the bushings on those yet. But as far as the brakes, front and back, everything's brand new. All the hardware, springs, all that. All the front end bushings, ball joints, all that, tie rods, center link, all that is brand new. The gearbox, I got a brand new gearbox in there. I did put the what is that, the Holly hooker, I believe it is, the steering shaft in there, so that's installed. It runs, drives. I cleaned up a lot of the interior, re-dyed a lot of the stuff on the dashboard. I put the dash cap on it, sealed it up all the way around, smoothed it all out, and dyed it the color that I wanted. The only thing I didn't mess with were the tops of my door panels. Those are going to get redone when I get my seats done, and that's going to be a little while yet. I'm not really worried about that, or my carpet, so all that's still kind of nasty. But hey man, I'm driving, I'm running, it runs, and I drive, and the music works great. I love the headlights. Got them from RMS. That headlight kit was beautiful, man. All 4 headlights brand new, and they work like a charm. So all new AC stuff. I rebuilt the whole AC box. I wish I would have made videos on this car, because I know these G bodies are hot, man. A lot of people want to know a lot of information about them, but I didn't do it at the time. I knew I was going to have surgery, so I didn't have. I could have made time to set up the camera, but I didn't. I just wanted to get to work and get it done. I wanted it up and running, not necessarily driving, but I wanted it up and running before I had my surgery this past February. So I did that. I was able to get that completed. So man, this thing runs like a top, boy. After sitting, that 305 sitting that long, still the factory transmission, numbers matching engine and transmission. And she runs great. So all brand new AC components, everything's super cold. I got my music set up, all that's done. Let me see. Brand new exhaust. I ordered all the factory exhaust off of rockauto.com, from the Y pipe back. That's all brand new factory stuff, and she sounds great. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not putting no Flowmasters or anything like that on it. Later on, I may not though, but I may put another motor in here, a 350, and I'll probably go fuel injection on it. But I don't think I want to do an LS swap. It may happen, I don't know. But at this point, that's not what I'm worried about. She runs, she drives. I get, finally get a chance to go out and hang out with my guys in my car club. I pull up and the paint looks sick, like, and ugly, nasty. But at the same time, shit, this thing will run, drive anywhere I want it to. So that's what I'm more worried about. And she drives, like brand new. Probably even better than brand new when this thing hits the road. So these are 15x8 wires, little China wires, but I love them. The tires I may swap out for my Cooper Cobras that I have on my rally wheels on the 77. I might swap them out, put those on these rims, and then these tires on those rims. I don't know yet, but I love the way she runs and drives. There's still a few more things that I want to do to it, but for now, like I said, I'm gonna stop on the 77, and I'm gonna go ahead and take out my speedometer, and I got to check and see what stopped that from working. I don't know if it's the speedometer itself or if it's a broken cable. I don't know what it is. It could be inside the transmission, the little plastic gear in the transmission. I don't know, but I'm not gonna keep driving this car around and my shit not work. I gotta have everything working on my car. The looks I'm not worried about, because that, as you can see, I can do that. I can knock out my paint and do that. But at this point, I want it running, driving, and everything working. Gauges, lights, everything. So I'm gonna stop this video. This is gonna be I'm gonna conclude this video here, just to kind of, I just wanted to let y'all know I'm back in the game. I'm moving slow still. I'm still healing, so I'm not going balls to the wall yet. So y'all could just please bear with me. Just bear with me, and we'll see how things go. But I'm feeling pretty decent. I think enough to where I'm comfortable doing my job at work. I can come home and put in an hour or two, maybe every day, if not every day, you know, a couple days a week. So it's gonna be a little slow motion, but I'm able to come in the shop and get some work done. But I just wanted to give y'all a quick update on myself and what I have going on in the shop here. So these wheels I had on the SS, the tires, a buddy of mine did tell me to go a smaller size. I went with the next size up, and they were a little kind of tall, but those rims are mainly for the 77, and they're gonna look perfect on that car. The tires aren't gonna look like balloons on that car. On this car here, they're a little big. That's just because the body's, you know, kind of small. They're 17 by 9s. These are 15 by 8s. So, and I may sell them. I don't know yet, but for the most part, let me hurry up and get this thing going, because I only got like an hour, maybe two in me to get done. Get this dash torn apart. Get this speedometer figured out. I got to get this done before the weekend, because I want to drive it this weekend. And then 4th of July coming up, I want to be able to pull it out of the shop, clean some things up in here, and take it for a spin. So again, y'all, I appreciate y'all for sticking with me, the ones that are interested and still, you know, watching what I'm doing and hanging in there with me. Just bear with me, like I said, you know, I appreciate it, every one of y'all. But again, like, comment, subscribe. Mexican Leads Therapy Garage, we're back at it. Y'all have a good one.
It's time I picked up all the pieces. It's so frustrating. Let me out of this cage. I'm not listening no more. 'Cause you're the one that's wrong, and you're gonna regret this life. All your words I'ma soon forget. So far between the lines, I'ma write a new set, a new beginning. Reflecting on the times that were that hard. I've fallen down many times, but I got mad hard.